Okay, we're back in again for the last part. I left off in the jaws, but we're back in, and we're going to go ahead and bring this in and to a close. But I want to go ahead and make it properly. Okay, so here we are. We are in closing up this last 31st change, as we have had a 31st day. It's been pretty radical. If I must say so myself. So this is the wooing. And so 6 at the top is where we left off. I'll start there with A, wooing at the top. The influence shows itself in the jaws and in the cheeks and in the tongue, of course. The influence shows itself in the jaws and cheeks and the tongue, and he opens his mouth and chatters. This is the weak line that itself has little influence. The trigram twee opens the mouth. The top line is divided, hence opening of the mouth. So, twee, I actually met a twee, and she was a singer also. She's actually Vietnamese, and currently she is on her high horse again and has got a lot of influence from the music that she had made before. She actually came to me, this is at Sonics, and she was one of the only ones when they came in and said, hey, either you go ahead and take this COVID shot by a certain date, or you will no longer work with the company. And so what does she do? She's one of the only ones that took off. Me, myself, I had a different contract. I was going to take the fucking shit and be right there and show them that we don't die, we motherfucking multiply. Okay? So I parted ways with Twee at one point in time when all is in the midst of this. I did get a few phone calls or text messages from her, and she is actually received well. When I first met her, she's older than I, and I'm not gonna lie, I was attracted to her too, especially just her spirit. Okay, her spirit was attracted. So we talked and we always giggled and everything. And I even had the fantasies, even making love to a twee. So I'm not gonna lie, even at the age and everything, older and everything, but it was just a spirit. There's a spirit, okay? Spirit, hear it. And even I think I did it maybe once or twice, but then I cut it off because the friendship was way more important than the sex. And it was accepted. It was accepted with her. And so we did, go ahead and commune, continue to commune. And where everything went different was during that time of where the beginning part of where I'm going through all of this now, getting the fuck away, get the vamp on, and up the coast and down, different place. And like I said, she called me and said she shoots me, and she says she's leaving and going back to Vietnam and everything. And I tell her the situation. And I was like, Tweet, I think we can go ahead and I can learn music and everything. Do you think you can help? Because they had some money. You know what I'm saying? They had money. They had all stayed together, her brothers and so forth, and she was a singer, and so they filled her up. And what I mean by fill her up, with all the stuff that makes you plump up and face all full again. I forget what it's called right now. And I could not and gave her good teeth again. I mean, not that the teeth was bad, but made them white. And she looked, wow! I couldn't believe from she was full, and I guess she's doing well, swell well. and Vietnamese in Vietnam. You know, again, I'm inclined at this point in time to go ahead and believe or think it is actually on the opposite side. But who knows? The pictures that she showed me was black and white, and I did not pick the right picture. She was actually in the black, you know, and I missed it. So it kind of like, you know, when I missed it and everything, I was like, "This is you here." She said, Who's who?" And I missed it, you know. And but regardless, it was this. This is this tweet that I'm sitting up here telling you about. You know, it's so fucking bad. You know, this is the joyous lake, a joyous lake. You know, and tweet is that of the 1 second of the third daughter. So she is like on the chessboard, the rook, the castle. She is like a castle. Okay, joyful, and she was not in the joy, you know, sense of the letters breaking down in the word itself, but honestly, she was, you know, and yeah. So that's where I just want to. I'm going to seven on the clock right here. I want to go ahead and close that one down. Um, Give me 1 second, and we're going to close this out together for sure, in a different way than planned. That's for sure. Didn't plan it, but this is how we're going to do it today. So, after all of that, we need to go ahead. Today is like the last day of this March. This March, you know, like it's March. Why? Because it's the king of March. But then this is the we, the M and the W is the same. Because this is a war. This is a war march. March. Whether it be March Madness, and madness is DAM, MAD, which is DAM, which is blood. At the same time, this is a dam of a water. At the same time, this is the door of AM, meaning people. Okay? And mad, angry, or even lunaticish is what one can become if not breathing properly. 9:30 on the clock. If not breathing properly and so forth. So we're going to go ahead and invite you to breathe with me today, okay? Go ahead and close our eyes for a second. Let me go ahead and stay with me, okay? Because I want to do some stage. Yeah, I want to do some sage here. I didn't open up with it, so we're gonna go out with it. Okay. Mm-hmm. A little sage, and everything. You know. Yeah. So we'll go ahead. I don't have any bells. I had my singing bowl broke on me a little while ago. Don't have that. So go ahead and breathe a little bit. Yeah. Sirens in the background. I hear. Let them go in and go out. Now, when I'm alone, I do like to close my eyes. If I'm actually outside, I'll keep them open, depending on where I'm at. Where I'm at. So to calm, even as Mystic Rose, she goes, like I started off with the beginning of this, she goes, give gas, give gas, give gas. You know what I'm saying? So I know she does go ahead and takes her time to breathe and everything too, you know? And so this is Eddie. Eddie. Goes like so. It's been a long, long time since I had someone to open up to. Dun, 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 dun. And it's funny how direction since time and space has got the expired pointing at you. So many treasures buried deep, and it's time for me to dig 'em up and give 'em a shine. There's be no dime, there's about a squeeze later on to leave. The sun is sweet gonna be for life. I know that what I am or who you think you be, and it doesn't really matter. Let's drop and breathe. Just breathe with me. No talk, just breathe. Just breathe with me. It's funny how the night is lying, yeah. When I'm around you, dum 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 dum. And it's funny how the happiness seems to take flight. When I'm a riding with you, when I'm a riding with you, it's crazy how that ain't right turn out to be. See, it's just what we need, yeah. No need to sip it fast, cause it's gonna last. This is so lucidly, this is eternally. I know not what I am and what you think you be, and it doesn't really matter. Let's drop and breathe. Just breathe with me. Don't talk, just breathe. Just breathe with me. 'Cause even in the country, life leads into the fast lane. And before you even know it, what's so clear is not so plain. And those keeping up in the city, keeping it up pretty tired, all drained the same. Is needless drop and breathe. Let's breathe with me. Just stop and breathe. Please, won't you breathe with me? Just stop and breathe. All right. Well, thank you for this session here. You know what I'm saying? We who the boss? You the boss. You the boss. You the boss. You the boss. And I don't mean you. I mean just you. You know what I'm saying? You the boss. You the boss. All right. Why? Because we come and go where we need to. And so I thank you. And hey, let's just had a flicker right there. That's cool. That's cool. Anyways, be fruitful and multiply. 16:19 on the clock right there. And we will go ahead and see each other, be each other, be the dawn. So we no longer need to turn any lights on. All right. Love you like no other.